Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Presto here, and today we are back with another stream. This for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Pack opening. We are back after a few weeks away from this section of it, this part of the series. But we're back, and we're ready to hop right back into the swing of things. What was I saying? What was I gonna say? All right, so yeah, let me just start the intro. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Presto here, and today we are back with another episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series. In the previous episode, we played Dark Neostorm, and it did not go well for us. There was just flaws in my deck building. It was I still think it was a solid idea, but it did not pan out the way I intended. So yeah, and we got our butts kicked. I don't think I would have lost game 2 had I remembered to set called by the 04, but you know what? We're gonna move past it. This week we've got Rising Rampage. While on the surface does not seem like a good set, it has some key cards that could change everything. Speaking of, alright, so here we are, Rising Rampage. In the secret rare slot, the only card here that we're really looking for to come out of, well, there are two cards we're looking to come out of the secret rare slot, and that is Gizmek Orochi and Appaloosa. Appaloosa because it's just an insane card, and Gizmek Orochi, if we pull, we might have to play Grand Maju again. Might have to do it. I believe this is the first set to introduce Starlight rares, so there's two variations of Appaloosa that we could pull. Then in the ultra rare slot, Dragunity Knight Romulus would be interesting. We don't have Dragon Ravine, so we couldn't search it. Shaman of the Tenyi, I'm hoping to pull. Other than that, again, nothing really much that I want out of the ultra rare slot. In the rare slot, we have the introduction of all the other Tenyis, including Monk and Berserker, and all the main deck ones, which means we're really looking to pull those on because if we can, Tenyi is very much possibly on the table. In these super rare slots, we don't, again, have really anything we're looking for in particular. Avita is interesting, but I'm not sure entirely plausible to use. Some more Lord of the Storm will be useful later, maybe. In the common slot, we've got more Dino Wrestlers. And that's really it. So like I said, a few cards that are, and we've got Barricade Blocker. Like I said, few cards that are actually going to be of any use to us this week. If we pull them. So that being said, let's hop right into this pack opening. Alright. 24 packs of Rising Rampage starting now. Alright, let's see. Rising Rampage. First night, Dream Mirrors debut in this set, which is they're not good. So we won't be playing them. Berserker of the Tenyi, that's good. Got our first copy of that. It may be our only copy. Our first ultra rare in VRAINS Wave, not the ultra rare we want to see. Oh, there's our first Ahara. Barricade Board Blocker, I think I mentioned, is another thing we're looking for. Another copy of Berserker. Vita Monk, there's our first copy of Monk. And FA Shining Star GT. There's the Tenyi Field spell. No. Got Win. Again, nothing really in that pack. It's just all sorts of disappointing. Another ultra rare in Marine Sense Seahorse, not something that we are going to be able to see. Then there's another Tenyi. A second copy of that of said Tenyi. An ultra rare and oh, he's an ultra. Okay. So I've pulled 2 copies of him so far. Rising Fire is Salomon Great card that I don't think we'll be making any use of because Salomon Great, there's nothing there. Okay, Dream Mirror of Joy is not something we want to see. We're over halfway through our packs, and another Dream Mirror Ultra. That's a playset of you, so I don't want to see any more. Yeah. More Dream Mirror stuff. The light Dream Mirrors is like all we've been seeing. Are the dark Dream Mirrors in this set, or are they in the next one? Or are they in the last one? Who knows? Who knows? Vassal for the Dragon Cycle. We won't be pulling out everything we need for 10 years, unfortunately. Too many. The rare slot. But another ultra rare in Marine Cess Blue Slug. Can we please pull a secret? It's not too late. It's never too late. There's another monk. What does Sextet Summon do? Graveyard interface field 6 monsters. To a fusion synchro overseas pendulum and link. Will type of personal monster. Second type of banished. So it's stupid. Got it. Nope, there's some of the dark Dream Mirror stuff. And another ultra rare and Borreload X-Charge Dragon. Great. No secrets. Fantastic. So for our final rare, or maybe hollow. Rare hollow, and it's another of the white aura things. And for our final rare. Okay, so this set was actually just lackluster. Which is both sad and frustrating. Yeah, let's see what we can pull together. I'll see you all back here for the profile. Okay. I still need to I still need to what's it called? Open window. So let's hop over here for a second while I do that. I don't have to type the thing. But these buttons. Buttons are luck of the future. While we wait for that to load, I'm just gonna start. Okay. So we got a 10. Right? 10 ye. Not much. Yeah. Okay. I think we pulled everything. I don't think we pulled any of what we need. Excuse me. We've got Berserker and we've got Monk. We don't have any of the others. But one Adhara. Is it Vishuddha that we want? Let's see. Hold on. New deck. 10 ye. Okay. Got 2 Berserker. Fists, Flawless, Monk, nothing, none of that. Adhara, Kura, Ahara. Ah, so yeah, no, we've got we don't got anything. Oh, I just realized I can move this over. That's fine. I can just delete that. Okay. Also, delete you. We got. So we can do. And we can just move back over here. Okay. So this is the deck we worked with last week. I forgot to save taking you out. Like I said, it had its flaws. It was not nearly as consistent as my testing led me to believe. If I could just find a way to make it more consistent, that would be favorable. But we can set that aside and try again with Dragon Link. Because we've got Ib, the World, Chalice, Justisar. For this card, Synchro Summon, you can treat one World Chalice normal monster you control as a tuner. You can only use each of the following effects of Ib the World Chalice Justisar once per turn. This card is Synchro Summoned. You can add one World Legacy card from your deck to your hand. If this Synchro Summon card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon one World Chalice monster from your deck or graveyard, except Ib. Okay. Let's throw you in, throw you three in. World Chalice. World Chalice. Just throw this stuff in, see if I can come up with anything that will any kind of cohesive strategy. Legacy. World Legacy. Arc. Armor. Chalice. Lance. Shield. Wand. Awakens. Stowell. Clash. Cliffhanger. Collapse. Discovery. Guard Dragon. Marduk. And Shadow. No key. Oh, no. It's just not there. Okay. Shadow, World Legacy Key. World Legacy Landmark. World Legacy Succession. Trap Globe. Disperse. Corruption. Oh, there's been Shadow. Corruption. Legacy's Heart. Memory. Mind Meld, Nightmare, Secret Sorrow. Okay. Here, let's start. Gosh darn it. Let's start by doing that. Let's start with Guard, Dragon. Let's start with Guard. Agripane, Cataclysm, Core Awakening, LP, Barbatus, Justice, Pisty, Prometheus, Reincarnation, Shield, World Legacy, Guard Dragon. Okay. So this is what it looks like now after the current last updates to the. Okay. So this is the normal monster sent to your graveyard, except during the damage that you can special summon this card. This card from your hand. You can go Ib. The world. Does this and any 3 base for Ib. Let's see. You can person this card from your hand. If this card is in your graveyard, you can send one dragon monster from your hand to the graveyard. Add this card to your hand. You can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard, then target one dragon monster you control. It gains 500 attack and defense until the end of your opponent's turn. A normal monster is sent to the graveyard. While this card is in your graveyard, you special summon it, banish it when it leaves the field. All monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack and defense for each dragon monster you control. You can only use each of the following effects of World Legacy Guard Dragon Marduk once per turn. Red eyes. Okay, don't have what it's like. You can banish 2 normal monsters from your hand or graveyard, special summon this card from your hand. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can add from your graveyard to your hand 1 level 9 monster with a different original type and attribute than this card. Where's True King? So he cheats himself out. You can destroy 2 other monsters in your hand or face up field, including a water monster. If you special summon this card, then if you do that, banish 2. Requires a water monster. I throw these 2 in here for now, and you, I assume, require an earth monster. As you do, you can banish 6 spell requests from the opponent's field and or graveyard and both destroyed monsters. Both destroyed monsters are water. And then I can obviously throw in you into the extra deck for now. Fusion summon one fusion monster from the extra deck by banishing fusion materials listed on it that are all link monsters from your field or graveyard. You can only activate. Okay, so you're useless. If you target one dragon monster you control, it gains attack and defense equal to the total link rating of the link monsters currently on the field times 100. Till the end of the opponent's turn, you can only use this effect of Guard Dragon Shield once per turn. It's like one dragon monster you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect. Send one normal monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard instead. Okay. Well, like see Guard Dragon. This card is activating until level 4 or lower. Dragon monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand or special summon it once per turn. You can target one dragon monster you control, move that monster control to another appropriate monster zones. Activate. Okay. Then World Legacy Session. Dragon monster, then target 2 cards on the field to destroy them. You can send one effect monster from your hand to the graveyard, special summon level 4 lower dragon normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard in defense position. Alright. Legacy Secession. Fix this with the Heretics. Erratic. Got set. Nepthet. Not Nuit. Sue. Lord. Why is it only the Yu-Gi-Oh ones where I get these? I'm not, what is the difference? I don't see a difference between the two. Why is it only the Yu-Gi-Oh ones where I get these spammers? None of my other streams I have problems with. Convocation. Supremacy. Shooting. Its original attack becomes 1,000 once per turn. You can turn one face of dragon normal monster on the field. Alright, and then for normal, I need monster, normal, dragon, level 3. Do I have maybe dragon? Nope. Do I have Thunder Dragon? Oh, I I've got one hunter dragon. Throw you in there. Then lizard. Soldier. Got two copies of soldier. One eye. One-eyed shield dragon. I've got three copies of one-eyed shield dragon. I might only need the one. Because it's called Distributor's Personal Dragon Wants from your hand, deck, or graveyard. This is where we then come in with our title. Strudo. And drawing, so we've got Upstart, got Auto Desires and Avarice. So we go do that. In Lister, unending nightmare. Okay. Then I can take out Hunter Dragon, put it red eyes. Need a monster I can go into. The is a dragon, so I can go into the half off of those two. I know. Okay, let me get rid of these three. Get rid of you. Start with what's it called? Hunter. Dragon. Will be on level 3. And follow that up with then got 5 slots left. Take out these two. Then I guess also making level 9s won't be Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. White Dragon White Burster. Oh, I missed count. Yeah. Red eyes, black dragon. Okay. This is interesting. Normal summon this card without tributing, but its original type becomes 0 once per turn. You can target one face-up dragon normal monster. The levels of all face-up erratic monsters currently on the field become that level until the level of that monster until the end phase. Okay. Then you can special notice have tribute one erratic monster once per turn. You can tribute one erratic monster except this card. Okay. Okay. Here's a question. Here's something interesting. I need another erratic normal summoning. Erratic. Tick. Erratic. It's a level 4, so I could summon it. Send it to graveyard, special one dragon type normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard, and make its attack defense 0. And this card is tributed, special summon one erratic normal monster from your hand, deck, graveyard. Nutfet doesn't get that normal summon condition during either player's turn when this is target spell trap. Well, you tribute one erratic monster once per turn. You can tribute one erratic monster except this card from your hand or your side of the field. Target one spell / trap card your opponent controls. Destroy that target. Okay. So I need you. With that, I'll get rid of you. But I would like to keep you. Well, yeah, so I can get rid of. I need to grab. Do that. Okay. I think this is the deck I want to go into. Now it's all about figuring out how I want to go about using it. Black rooms. Okay. Not randomized, that's not what I want. Not tokens either. A to Z. Okay. So let's see. So if I go, I need to down. Give me a second to grab my notebook. I'm doing this. Okay. Okay. I've got a notebook. I'm writing this down as I go. Okay. So normal summon normal summon asset slash Gineb Gibbib Beb. And normally I would say this is not something, I mean, this number is not something I want to build my deck around, but you know what? If it's good enough for all those decks in the early 2020 format that were just playing tuning and junk synchron to get their plays going, then you know what? It's good enough consistency for me. Except for the fact that I then also need either Nepfet or Sue. And then Tribute. Tribute. E slash B. Tribute E slash G into N slash S. S. This. Okay. Working through this in my head again. Restarting. Get rid of you. Okay. Normal summon set or Gibbib. Gibbib. E or G. Then we will tribute E slash G into N slash S. This will trigger to summon Justica from the deck. And now we have Justica and Nepthat. And then one of these two on board. One level 2 or lower dragon monster, 4 lower, sorry. You cannot special summon dragon monsters during your main phase. So they all just okay. You cannot special summon monsters except dragon monsters. During your main phase, you can target one of your dragon monsters that is banished during your graveyard. Special summon it to a zone that 2 or more link monsters point to. This effective guard dragon Pisty once per turn. You can only special summon guard dragon Pisty once per turn. LB is the same thing but from deck. Hand or deck. And Agripane is the same thing except from extra deck. Okay. So they all have the exact same effects except Fisty is banished, LP is from hand or deck, and Agripane is from extra deck. Okay. So now I have 2 monsters on board. A level 5 and 2 or a level 3, 6 and 2. So all the heretics say one spell / trap card your opponent controls destroy that target. Damn. They all need to be tributed. I need to find a way to tribute them other than relying on having another one in hand. Okay, so I have the two of these guys on the field. I can go Justice into either Pisty or LP. Or actually, I can just go. I don't even have to summon either of them. I can just go straight into Agripane. I don't count as tributing. That's the problem. Odds on, though, I have another extender in hand. So I can then link N, that's an N, N/S plus J into Agripane. Okay. Then with that, I can use one of my many extenders. To go into to summon another monster. So my many extenders. What does Barricade Warp Blocker do? Barricade Warp. Summon. You can discard one card during the end phase of this turn. Add one continuous or field spell from your graveyard to your hand. You can only use this effective. Okay. Thinking if Agripane is the correct decision to go into. Needs to be a dragon. so that I have the option to go into Agripane later if it is a synchro. So if it's a synchro, it needs to be a dragon, so I have the option to go into Agripane, so I can still go into Agripane. Okay, I guess it also has to be a dragon. Well, actually, it doesn't have to be, because then the new zone is open. Oh, I don't know why I'm still up here. I can just drag this down to the bottom so we can find. Yeah. Problem going into Ib while they're already on the field is that I can't. Ib is a spellcaster. So, it can't the Agripane. Can't go into Agripane. Ib is on. Need another option. Link 2 could be you. What do you do? Plus 2 destroy them. Okay. I'll consider you for nothing but the fact that you're Underclock Taker, except one of the normal monsters that doesn't work. Types and attributes that not work because they have the same type. Yeah. Would be just a cybers. Water monster. I need to. No, I'm going to do this. You. You. Two normal monsters. That's very option. So I'm thinking either a Nightmare, Cerberus or Phoenix, or Arch Dark Dragons. Um, or Docus. Well, actually, if I would want it to be something that points out, I don't think there are any generic I own that do that. It's frustrating. This is frustrating. guess we'll just go with a generic. It needs to be something that points down. Or a synchro. It needs to be. I don't think a link monster would be a good idea. So we got either Black Rose, or if it's Nefet, because 5 and 2 makes 7, or a level 8 synchro. We got Starlight, and we've got Stardust. This card is super simple. Maximum spec colors and single activate cards. Some cards your opponent controls cannot activate their effects. Your opponent cannot activate card effects in response to this effect. This card is the most by battle. The first damage to your opponent that monster general attack. My opponent's card. You could single monster graveyard special summon. Interesting. Fun to go into. But you. This card single summon you can destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls. Must return damage by battles with monsters. Destroy that card damage to your opponent. Destroy the monsters with your attack. This card bad aggression standpoint, aggression standards. You, Cybers. Fire effect should be discarded. Make the activation maker to destroy. To destroy all cards your opponent controls. Turn. Face up monster. Effects. Turn. This card. Can do this as the 8 that we can go into, and then this can be what we go into off of Agripane. Majestic Dragon plus Stardust Dragon. One non-tuner, one non-tuner monster. But we don't need to worry about that because Agripane can cheat it out. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Apologies. I'll be right back. Ah, I forgot to unmute it. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Forgot to unmute it. I got a phone call earlier. Muted the mic. Okay, so backing up. To answer your question, yes, I did pull Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, if that is the rank 8 you were speaking of. Yes, I was missing Necro Valley. Well, I took it out on purpose. And then as you saw, I put it back in. And now my mic is working, according to this, not Discord, OBS. Um, so we got machine duplication. And we've got Orcust, Girsu, Galatea, Long Girsu, Crescendo, you. Go 3 Nightmare. We'll start with the 1 Nightmare. Well, no, we'll go with 3. So we've got Babel, Orchestration. Alright. I did pull Mech Knights. Mech Knight. Ooh, okay. Mech Knight. I was thinking a Lightsworn Orchest. Right, I need to put the dash in. I have Avram. I've got 2 copies of Green Horizon, 1 copy of Indigo Eclipse, 3 copies of Orange Sunset, a copy of Red Moon, and 2 copies of Yellow Star. But you are absolutely right. Let's not copy his death spots. Because we can do Light Sworn. This is where we can use Curious. Light Sworn, we can still have the 2 Chaos Dragons, so White Dragon Wyverburster and Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. Yeah, pretty much. Light Sworn. Got Aaron. I have before damage card shuffle that monster into the deck. Must return during the end phase and the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Don't have Fellas. We've got Garoth. Each time a card is sent from your deck to the graveyard, either activate Lightsworn monster you control except Garoth. Garoth. Dragonis. Jane. Twilight Sworn General. Once per turn, you can banish 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand. Monster from your hand, or yeah. I don't have the secret rares. The that's Blue Sky and Purple Nightfall. I have neither of them. On return, you can banish 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand or graveyard. Then target 1 offensive monster on field. It loses attack and defense equal to banish until the end of this turn. Once per turn, if you or other Lightsworn monsters effects that activated Janice. Okay, Lightsworn Barrier. Sworn Judgment, White Sworn Saber. I have. No, I have. Okay, it doesn't seem like Light Sworn is gonna be good. What about Orcus Shadal? Your main phase, you can fusion summon one Shadal fusion monster from your extra deck, monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. If this card is sent, this card is sent. This card is in your graveyard. Oh, wait, hold on. This card is in your graveyard. You can send one Shadal card. One Shadal card from your hand or face up field to the graveyard. And if you do special summon this card, you can only use each effect of Shadal construct once per turn. Shadal. Oh, it doesn't look like I have Drat Beast. Fine. Shadal Core. Special summon this card as an effect monster. Oh, mine. Hey, you do I have one? Damn. Shadal Dragon. Falco. Hedgehog. Hound. Squamata. Zephyr Core. I'm thinking we either continue with this deck or we go back to Grand Maju. Honestly, I'm leaning towards the Grand Maju because Crescendo. Is it Crescendo? Or Orchest? It's, yeah, Crescendo is just a house of a card, so I'd rather not have effects that he can negate. Goal would be to go first. Set up these floodgates. Okay, I think this is gonna be the deck we play this week. So let me just make sure it's up to snuff with the ban list. Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list history. What? No, don't. Why did you do that? I didn't click that button. Weird. Yugipedia. And we had Rising Rampage. Rising Rampage released on 26th of June in 2019. 26th of 2019, June, so April 2019 list. April 2019 list called by the Grave does not seem to be on the list. Yeah. Called by the Grave not on the list. So we're good there. Any of the dangers? No. What kaijus? No, not kaijus. So we can body this dark hole for kaiju slumber. Dark hole is still limited. Why dark hole was limited while interrupted kaiju slumber was not? Let me just double check that. Interrupted kaiju slumber is not on the list. Upstart. Oh, geez, where did they go? Where did my pots go? Pot of desires and extravagance. Where did my pots go? Put you in there. Followed up by the three of you. And then I can put IO. Good lord, I need another card. Upstart is limited. Fissure on the list. Macro Cosmos is on the list. Summon limit is not. There can be only one is not. Alright, I think we're good. Just screw. Okay. Actually, we can switch this out for what's it called? I had an idea in mind. It was a three of. Fuck. Well, we can put Dark Hole in for one of them, and oh. What was it? What was it? Actually, though, what was it? Fuck. Just had it in my head. Oh. Dino. Wrestler. Pangotops. Yeah, Pangotops is still a 3. Okay. I can do that. Save the deck. And go, yeah. Okay. So this is the deck that we are bringing to this week's episode. So I will do the deck profile right now. Alright, here we are back for the deck profile. As you can see, we are back on Gren Maju. I wanted to come back onto this deck for several reasons, most of which is I don't feel like getting blown out by Orcists. And that's what I feel like we'll do if we go any other route. I tried really hard to build a Dragon Link deck, and I just couldn't do it. So instead, we're doing this. So for the card by card, we've got 3 copies of DD Crow. Proven last week, it is fantastic against Orcists. One copy of Danger Dogman, 2 copies of Danger Mothman, and 2 copies of Danger Thunderbird. These are our dangers. You know what they're here. 1 copy of Destrudo. You know why he's here. 3 copies of Eater of Millions. 1 copy of Effect Veiler. 2 copies of Gidarla. 2 copies of Gamma Seal. 3 copies of Grand Maju to Aiza, and 1 copy of Jisakiru. For the spells, we've got 2 copies of Called by the Grave, 1 copy of Dimensional Fissure, 2 copies of Uninterrupted Kaiju Slumber. Newly off the list. Well, not newly, but it's off the list now. 1 copy of Pot of Desires, 1 copy of Pot of Extravagance, 2 copies of Twin Twister, 1 copy of Upstart Goblin, 1 copy of Imperial Order, 1 copy of Macrocosmos, 3 copies of Summon Limit, 3 copies of There Can Be Only One, and 1 copy of Unending Nightmare. I wanted to go with the more trap-heavy Floodgate route this week because I feel like it'll do a better job of fucking with Orcists than the Necro Valley. But if I feel like it's not serving us well, I've got the Necro Valley package with the Royal Tribute in the side deck. Speaking of which, in the side deck, we've got 3 copies of Dino Wrestle Pangotops. With the whole Floodgate strategy, we want to go first, so that Pangotops is in the side deck in case when we win turn game 1 or game 2, and he forces us to go second. Droll and Longfoot is in the side because I needed the extra space. I need the extra card. 3 copies of Gravekeeper's Commandant, 1 copy of Dark Hole, 3 copies of Necro Valley, 3 copies of Royal Tribute, and 1 copy of Anti-Spell Fragrance. The extra deck, we've got 1 copy of Black Rose Dragon, 1 copy of Samurai Destroyer, 1 copy of Baguska, 3 copies of Time Thief Redoer, 1 copy of Tornado Dragon, 2 copies of Nightmare Cerberus, 2 copies of Nightmare Phoenix, 1 copy of Nightmare Unicorn, and 3 copies of Underclock Taker. So with that is the deck for this week's episode. So I will see you all back here for the deck, profile, for the duel. All right, that is that. We recording the duel tomorrow, and then the episode will be up next Saturday. So, if you all enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you like it. Of course, you don't have to, but it'd be greatly appreciated. And until next time, this is Fresto, signing out.